Uh, hey guys, back again. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd record one more playthrough. This is gonna be a short one though, but yeah, let's get to it. Uh, let's continue. I think we were close to our objective. Uh, I don't know if we completed it or not. Let's see. Let's look at our map again. Yeah, we're here. We need to finish all this and then go for our objective right here. I don't know what this is. This looks like a quarry, but I'm not sure. But enough talking. Let's just...
The sound of approaching hoofbeats made Meve turn to see Reynard spurring on his panting horse, galloping at a breakneck speed towards her.
Ill tidings I bring, your grace.
Clearly. Glad tidings never arrive with such urgency.
Our scouts captured a Nilfgaardian messenger. He was traveling in disguise, and by night. When he realized his capture was imminent, he strove to destroy the letters he carried. We were able to salvage some, in parts.
Anything of interest?
Yes, there is, I fear. Your Majesty, you must listen. Consider your offer accepted. Direct Meve and her force to the agreed site. We await their arrival. Your reward shall be as agreed. Hail, Keritsa.
A traitor. We might have expected as much. Nilfgaard has shown amply that it abides only by the rules it sets. Since they have not proved able to defeat me in the field, in open battle, they seek other means. I suppose the scroll bears no name.
It does not, your grace.
The messenger. Have you questioned him?
Naturally, your grace. Alas, he knows not to whom the letter is directed. He was to leave it in an agreed spot.
I take it tidings of the whole affair have spread throughout the force?
Yes, your Majesty. The witnesses were too many to keep this fact a secret.
We must thus assume the traitor in our ranks knows it as well, and will make no attempt to retrieve the scroll. A dead end. Have we any other leads or clues?
Why do I feel it's the dwarf?
None, I fear, your Majesty. We must be alert. Keep a keen eye on events as they unfold, and exercise great caution in forging new acquaintances.
Very well. Eyes wide open, all senses attuned. Yours in particular, Reynard.
Of course, my liege.
We have a spy in our ranks. But I don't have any spying, so... let's look at our map. Yeah, there's a puzzle on the right. Let's puzzle, I guess. Go to the left. Pick up here. Puzzle. Okay. Lyrian winters are mild. Forests are rare and snow, should any fall at all, melts the moment it lands. Yet Meve's soldiers had now witnessed an expanse of frosty powder blanket the peaks of Mahakam. They delighted in the harsh beauty of the frigid landscape. Then were struck with the ingenious idea to pack snow into small orbs and hurl them at each other. Snowball fighting, hilarity, and hearty laughter ensued for minutes. That is until a troll joined their revelry. To their terror, he had brought rocks to a snowball fight. Okay, do not let me die. I have to save me. Let's move this over this side and then up. Okay, let's see what happens. If it lands on a road, damage all units on it by 2 and force the 3 highest units to swap rows on their side. Okay. Every turn and turns that through at the row with the most humans. So I have to make it such that I have rows with more humans, I guess. Okay, let's start with the basics.
We'll be reaping black-clad heads. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn things are killing me.
Okay.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, a time to die.
Okay. By 2, right? So I
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
And just that will not let me die.
Aye.
And turn.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Turn.
This artist will be reaping black-clad heads.
Leaves that. Let's try other tactics. Okay, let's first start with this guy.
Aye.
And turn. And then this guy.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Turn. Okay. And then
Bigger
I
they
can
are,
do
easier they are to target.
this, and I can't move the snowballs. Okay, what else can I do? I can move one card more here.
This artist will be reaping black-clad heads.
Okay, so this does 2 damage, so I can move
Thing about slings,
this
they
card,
hide well.
this card, like this, and yeah. And now I move it.
My spirit's willing and how, but damn boots are killing me.
Okay, one card here.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow.
I don't even know what to do.
Aye.
This is gonna be a hard puzzle to solve. I think, I'm not sure, but I think, like, it'll be better if I keep moving.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Like, okay, if I move a unit here, all 3 of them will go up. Let's try that.
This artist will be reaping black-clad heads.
So I can, like, move these 2 units down, but no use. I can do
My
this.
spirit's willing and how, but damn boots are killing me.
And can do this.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Yes. Yeah, let's
Bigger they are, easier they are to
2
target.
units down here. Let's call 3 units down here. All of them will die and this will move up. Let's put a unit here.
Aye.
I lost.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
I can actually kill my own units as long as I don't let me die, right? So yeah, let's try that strategy as well. So let's start with a unit
This
here,
artist will be reaping black-clad
and one
heads.
more unit here, then, and then a unit here. Let's
There's a
try
time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
and let's bring
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
I can do
Thing about slings,
This.
they hide well.
and turn. Let's do
Aye.
that. And let's put him here.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Can you attack yourself? You can't. There's gotta be a solution.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Like, I can heal myself. Like, there's got to be a solution where I think I'll need to use most of the units.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Aye.
Like this, and turn. I need one more unit here.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Yeah, if this is not like, if I can't do it this turn, then I will do it later, cause
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
I can actually, I just realized I can actually like deploy this unit here and move the other units upstairs. That could be something.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Let's see.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
I think I'm dead. Let's just pass it. Restart. Yeah, so I'll try this one more time and then I'll go grab
My
a
spirit's
snack
willing and
then...
how, but these damn boots are killing me.
So one more unit here.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
I can.
Aye.
Turn. Let's
Bigger they are, easier they are to tie.
like this. Turn. Wait, what? Yeah.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
I don't even. Okay, how about this?
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Okay. Okay, now Meep's gonna die this turn, regardless, I guess.
Hey,
I can't attack myself.
ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Yeah, let's just beat this puzzle and like we'll do it later on when we're able to, I guess. Till then, let's collect this because I think I haven't collected it yet. And let's do some other thing. I think I can search it online and see if I can do it that way. Let's look at the letter. Consider your offer accepted. Okay. They're directing me somewhere. Troops are happy. Your Majesty. Something dwells in the house. A beast with burning red eyes and finding. Perhaps it guards something worth finding, but only a few souls would be able to find it. Not all might return. Sure, why not? The card is now complete. Let's see what the tainted ale is. Where am I? Here. Yeah. Tainted ale. There it is. Mark a unit and boost it by 10 after 3 turns. On turns that destroy that unit and itself. Okay. If we read the card later, we can use it. Now, let it be. What's here? Lady, we've spotted gold down there among the tree. We can send a few soldiers to dig it up, but if the rope snaps, these rocks will serve as the final resting place. Not worth our time for now. Maybe later. So we're here right now. Let's go for the objective right now and then maybe do other stuff later. So many monsters.
Meave's force neared Davor's abyss. Signs of beastly feasting were not hard to find. Countless paw and claw tracks were impressed in the blood-stained snow. Among the boulders, bones picked clean were strewn about. Gascon lifted one from the ground.
Empty inside,
He said.
Something sucked out the marrow.
Meave's soldiers feigned indifference to the grisly sight. They marched on, their stepped rhythm unwavering, a song on their lips. Yet hearing a slight tremolo in their voices, Meve knew they merely sought to drown out their fear.
Sure, why not?
A moment later, a commander's horn sounded, the signal to halt. The Queen galloped to the fore of the column and found herself at the edge of a vast, round hole in the ground. She could not see the bottom. Meve drew her reins tight to prevent her mount from taking even one step forward.
What is this? A crater? A desiccated lake?
The quarry.
A mine of the strip variety.
Gabor explained.
Treasures we picked and shoveled for here. Diamonds. Till we happened on the beasts, that is.
What now?
Orion's a dam. Holds back a lake. If we can break it, water'll rush in, fill the abyss and the tunnels from which the beasts emerge. Just need to get around the mine first. Way down's on the other side.
Meve squinted and gazed into the distance. Indeed, there was the dam. And at its foot, a swarm of beasts roiled about. Her soldiers gazed at their queen expectantly, their arms at the ready. She knew well they would rush into battle, in spite of their fear.
Gabor!
Meve cried out over the whirling wind.
Have you bards here in Mahakam?
Course, your grace!
Then we shall give them good reason to compose this day, on the themes of courage, of heroism, of Lyria! Gee up!
And with that cry, the queen spurred her mount, grabbed a banner, and raising it high over her head, rushed headlong at the horrid swarm.
Okay, the dwarves delved deep. It's special rules and it's a short. Okay, but the dwarves delved deep into Davr's abyss, and from it pulled diamonds of unsurpassed quality. These stones glistened at all the ports of north, bejeweled crowns, capping scepters, studding chalices, glamorizing ceremonial swords. Some stayed in Mahakam, though it more mundane incarnations, as drill bits of crystal pillars, for example. Yet the days of Davr's diamond delving were long past. Now only monsters sprawled in this dark abyss. Gain 7 charges on your old catapult without it being destroyed, and keep your catapult wind maintained on all sides. Okay, let's start the battle and see how we can give my catapult some charges. Let's look at the screen first. I have a catapult right here. Every turn, if there are units adjacent to the gain 1 charge, then damage a random enemy by 5, and all other units on this row by 2. If the unit's charge count reaches 7, Meves win. Oh, so I need to keep healthy units on my catapult side. This Mahakam's Ale will be really useful. That's also... Yeah, let's also have units that are higher. Yes, I guess one will do. Yeah, this should be fine for now.
Here's the way down! We need to break through and destroy the dam!
Let's start with this.
I bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
And I end. What does this do? Boost an allied unit. Boost all allied units by 1. Okay. Let's actually burn down.
This could hurt.
This. And maybe.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Oh, all other units on its row, not my row. Okay. Guy. And let's
bigger they are, easier they are to tug.
Okay. Let's see how I can kill this guy. Now let's take this guy.
Sorry, turnips back for an encore.
Play 2 blitz cards from your deck, transform into a bear, move 600 to other row and damage and make this. Okay.
Her Majesty is
This is
exceptional.
I should have moved cards before I did this. Fine. But now, let's
Left, right, left, right.
his ability, and hopefully this should be enough.
Your Grace, monsters approach from all sides.
Okay, what else can we do?
Don't like this.
Why not? Also, let's have this. And let's use that to attack this. That's not it.
Wait, you're serious?
Got a death wish?
Let's
Thing about slings, they hide well.
this, and this. So that unit, and let's attack. Wait. Let's end the turn.
Excellent! The dam's about to give!
It is. Let's use this
My pain serves a purpose.
to give this 2 charges. The first charge you move these 3 units. The second charge you move these 3 units. And I think zap 1 unit. Like that. Okay, that does. Okay, let's actually use this guy. Oh, we can't because our okay.
Let the gods stun us from now
Excellent work!
Okay, we won.
And indeed, bards sang of this battle soon after. For no claws or fangs could break through the wall of shields the Lyrians raised that day. And no scales could protect the beasts from the Lyrians' stinging arrows and blades.
Fight! Do not relent! Let us show these beasts! It is they who should fear us!
The Queen shouted. In the end, the beasts turned to flee, yet Maeve's force cut off any chance of escape. A solid wall of men began to push the monsters ever closer to the edge of Davor's abyss. Pressed from all sides, the horrors began slipping over the precipice, screeching terribly as they fell.
Blood.
Silence came at last. The Queen stood at the edge of the precipice, breathing heavily, leaning on her sword. From the depths of the mine came muted growls and groans.
Let's flood the damn hole,
Hissed Gabor.
before any other shite crawls out of it.
A rush of icy water suddenly rose, then just as abruptly plunged into the mine, flooding the pit. And where once lay Davor's abyss, now lay Davor's pond. Maeve descended back into the pass, exhausted and covered in beastly blood, yet also exceedingly pleased. She was one step closer to dwarven support in the war against Nilfgaard. Once the Lyrians had put some distance between themselves and the now destroyed monster lair, Maeve ordered her men to pitch camp. Then she sent the quartermaster off for food and drink. The soldiers lit campfires, then set aside their weapons. Soon after, lively music and song could be heard throughout the camp.
Your Majesty,
Reynard said from behind Maeve's back.
a messenger from the Elder-in-Chief.
The Queen turned to see a dwarf in a richly adorned jerkin and a shako with golden seams. She stifled her laugh into a smile and lifted her chin proudly, expecting praise and a pledge of aid in the war against Nilfgaard.
Yeah, I don't think so.
My lady, your daring deeds have come to the Elder's attention.
Said the dwarf in a measured voice.
He's positively irate and demands an explanation.
Irate? But why? I and my men, we've aided you greatly.
Elder Hugh awaits at the Long Bridge. You'd be wise not to keep him there any length of time.
And with that, all the Queen's enthusiasm for a celebration was instantly gone. She waited until the fires expired and the songs died down, then gave the order to march.
Okay. Let's look at the map of where we were. Yeah, I think I came from here, right? And this was an abyss, and now it's a flooded plain. Yep. It's a pond now. Flooded. And let me check where we need to go. We need to go, yeah, to the capital. Yeah, let's just finish this out. Finish this map out today. Don't know if it's gonna take a lot of time, but hopefully we can. Not, we'll do it some other day. Treat, I agree, the mine must be excavated. Carry as much as possible of what you've excavated so far and raise a red banner so all scouts can spot you. Now, all aboard Rub looks forward to his safe return. Okay. What? Oh yeah, I got a new card called Blood. Blood. Look at 5 cards from your deck, play 2 and discard the rest. That and me. Useful to Wolfsbane actually. Yeah, let's wait a while before we upgrade. Welcome to the lands of Clara. You share a tale, we share a ale. Let's finish this, and then let's go towards the king. I think like some of the pickups are not showing up, so let's do another round of the scouts. Yep. That's there.
Frozen. All. Only the banner moves, blown by the wind.
Downright poetic. Prime material for a ballad. Perhaps even a whole saga.
Okay. Oh, on the multiplayer party. Why? Like, it's okay that they're promoting the multiplayer.
Gazing towards the horizon, Meve noticed a dark shape outlined against the mantle of snow that lay on the ground. It proved a tower, toppled and broken in pieces. Around it lay the ruins of other buildings, blocks hewn out of basalt rock protruding from the permafrost.
That'd be the Clan Vidmar ruins,
said Gabor, hollering over the wind.
Rich ones had their clan seat here till earth tremors turned all into dust. Hundreds of dwarves lived here once, and now, not a living soul.
Ah! Help! Save me!
On the contrary, there was someone midst the ruins, and said someone was clearly in trouble. Meve ordered her men to find the unfortunate soul. They returned moments later, leading a dwarf whose teeth chattered. They had found him in a ruined building where he'd sought shelter from ghouls. Judging by his appearance, the dwarf had spent the better part of a week there.
Mirko Vidmar, they call me,
he said, patting down unkempt hair that seemed to reach in all directions.
I came here seeking a family heirloom, lost in the tremors and the chaos they caused. I ken the chamber where it ought to be, but, well, beasts made their lair there. I cannot drive them off on my own. But bold warriors like you ought to cut them down in a jiffy. So, will you help?
Yeah, why not?
I too have lost my home, estate,
said the Queen.
So I understand well what you feel. I shall help you recover your heirloom. Call it a whim.
Mirko Vidmar's face lit up. Though he'd spent a week besieged and eating stale biscuits, and though there was a hoarfrost in his beard, he quickly trotted to the front of the column and led the Lyrian soldiers to the underground chamber. As promised, beasts awaited there.
Battle the beasts. It's a shortened battle. The underground chamber was decorated with numerous reliefs portraying the heroic deeds of Monk, the Vladimir clan's progenitor. Progenitor? I don't know. One depicted the dwarf strangling a Shirma with his bare hands, another rescuing miners from collapsed cabin, and the third wolfing down a succulent pork knuckle. It came to as no surprise Mirko wished to regain the relics of his famous ancestor. Sure, why not? Let's see what cards they have. I also wanted to check if I'm blocking something by having my webcam here. Like, let's continue and like select cards and let's see. Let's hide the cards. They have this. Whenever a unit is played, it may be sieged by this card. When a siege unit takes damage, move it back to the original position. Well, he's gonna take my cards. Is that it? Okay. I don't know what to play. I don't need this though, and I might not need this. I definitely... Yeah, let's remove this as well, and the toggles. Maybe this as well. Yeah, I think this should be fine. Let's remove a trinket so we can play it again.
The ruins! From there they come! Drive them back!
Okay, let's start with...
This could hurt!
And attacking this unit. And changing my units.
That bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
We'll catch them all!
And... Not right now. And you turn. Okay. I can... Yeah, let's play the horsey.
Yes?
Turn. Okay. Let's play this.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Let's attack him. Yeah. Let's put the bear out. Sorry, bear. Let's put the bear out so that we can heal more. Okay, this can't. This can't take damage. What the hell?
Watch your heads!
Maybe it'll damage it. What's you? Oh, boost allies. Okay, why not?
When will you ever learn?
You took my unit too. Boo. Thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely need this. That's
I think you'll really like this one.
play a random bronze unit from each deck. Mark a unit, push it by. Okay, and mark it. Push two allies and give them immune. What else? Okay. So boosting this ally and boosting. I don't know this ally. Oh, I think this should be enough. Let's use our unit.
Got a death wish?
What the hell? He keeps stealing my unit. How am I supposed to defeat him if he keeps stealing my units? Number 2. Let's use it.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
But why not?
Tell me you jest.
Let's move this card, and maybe this card. And pull that card. Let's have the turn. No, I mean, I'm not even like playing Gaston. Yeah, I'm already winning. I'm not playing Gaston.
Let's get a move on before any others show up.
Yep. Let's continue.
As soon as the fight was done, Mirko Vidmar ran towards a crate that stood on a pedestal, slipping on the now bloody floor. When the dwarf lifted the lid, precious stones spilled out.
Your heirloom? This?
Asked the queen, rather puzzled.
I thought a pipe that belonged to your grandfather more likely.
This card has been golden frost.
Seems to me Brother Mirko wasn't wholly candid with us. This here's no heirloom, no family souvenir. It's the treasure trove of Clan Vidmar. We thought it gone for good.
Pressed for the truth, Mirko admitted no family sentiment had prompted this expedition. The dwarf had planned to leave Mahakam and start a new life among humans. Yet he did not wish to do so without sizable capital.
I canna stand to stay here a moment longer. The days, all of them, they're identical. Rise with the first cockscrow, marching double file to the latrine, crap on command, 12 hours down the shaft and home to sleep.
Mirko complained.
Want a wifey? Put in an application, in triplicate. Care to snip your beard? Elders got to approve it. You want to add buttermilk, not cream, to your mushroom soup? Clan council's got to debate it. How's a dwarf not to get balmy?
I understand the lad, no two ways about it.
Gabor sighed.
But I feel it's my duty to remind yous that what Mirko's going and doing here, well, there are laws. Treasure's due the Elder-in-Chief, not to Mirko, that's one. Second, any dwarf that wants to leave Mahakam can't take nothing but his breeches, his dixie, and his coat. So, brief like, consider well afore you make your decision, Your Grace.
Yeah, let's not make the chief angry.
I sympathize, Mirko,
said Meve.
but I'm a crowned head. I must decline. National interest requires I show the greatest possible care for my relations with Elder-in-Chief Hugh. Yet in aiding you, I could sour those greatly. I shall return the treasure to him, I must. While you do what you will.
Mirko Vidmar swore under his breath, then jostled his way through the Lyrian infantry and into the mountains, towards human lands.
Sorry, it is what it is. Okay, let's see where we are now. We might have time to like finish out this place. Yeah, let's just finish out that place and see how long it takes. I think like I kind of feel like I'm making all the wrong decisions, but they're also the right decisions. If
the Lyrians rode a narrow, winding path along the rocky ridge. To one side were ice-covered boulders, to the other, a chasm hundreds of feet deep.
They could have at least erected some barriers,
complained Gascon, knocking snow from his cap.
Got plans for that,
Gabor said.
Just need to decide how high to make them.
What?
Think. Should they be the height of your average dwarf, or a human? The debate's gone on for 20 years. Now, on the one hand, you've got...
Gabor did not finish his discussion. He was interrupted by the Baba Ghazi that jumped down from the rocks.
Archers, shoot! Aim for underbelly!
Meve's soldiers made quick work of the lone monster. But the sound of battle spooked the horses harnessed to one of her wagons.
Whoa there! Whoa, damn it!
The driver tried to rein in the animals, but could not. They dragged him into the chasm along with his cart and the soldiers riding it. They landed a few dozen feet below on a rocky outcrop. A moment later, Baba Ghazis swarmed everywhere.
Okay. Did you see how they fared? Anyone left alive?
Asked Meve, leaning over the cliff edge.
Worry more about their cargo,
Gascon replied.
They were also carrying chests of gold.
Blast. We can't get down there. Too steep and the snow keeps falling.
We can lower ourselves down a line. But without armor, shields, or heavy weapons, otherwise it will snap.
And the Baba Ghazis?
The Queen said, brow raised.
We shan't kill them with daggers. They're too thick of armor.
We'll have to try. Or continue on our way.
You only live once.
Meve sighed.
Gascon, round up some volunteers and let us move out.
Moments later, the Queen was lowering herself down a line straight towards the gaping maw of a Baba Ghazi. Her only armor, a woolen shirt.
Let's see. Meve's parents long refused their noble-born daughter lesson in the art of sword, yet nevertheless she trained in secret, wearing a blouse instead of armor, a kitchen knife in place of sword, imitating the maneuvers she witnessed at nightly tournaments. Now forced to fight without proper equipment, her childhood exercise was more useful to her than she could have ever been optional. Eliminate the Barbagazzi. This is the Barbagazzi. You have to eliminate them. There are special rules. Let's see if we can. Let's hide the cards and see. To the other room. Move all units of the same row as fallen soldiers to the other room. Okay. So I need to damage them every turn, right? I think so. I don't know. Let's. Why did I was.
No one try to be a hero!
So let's start by... Oh, I can't set that row on fire because with me...
We'll catch them all!
Yeah, that's... Yes. I should have attacked first. But it's fine.
Again and again and again.
Tell me you jest.
I think the white of an eye from half a league away. Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Oh, I have pawn. So every turn, if there are units on the right, gain one charge. Otherwise, remove one charge. If this unit's charge counts, which is 5 movements the battle period. So, if there are units on the right, okay, there always should be units on the right. Got it. That's 2. Very easy battle.
Bereft of sword and shield, Meve could not withstand a single blow. She thus danced atop the frozen snow, deftly dodging the Barbaghazi's lightning-fast strikes, while delivering but a few well-aimed hits of her own, to their eyes, ears, and gaping jaws.
Okay.
When the last monster fell lifeless to the ground, Meve walked up to the shattered wagon. The soldiers it had carried were bruised, frostbitten, but alive.
Your Grace, we were sure you'd leave us.
A good ruler never abandons her folk.
Nor her gold.
Gascon interjected, while securing a rope to a chest. Soon enough, all were safely back on the path. The admiration Meve saw in her soldiers' eyes was in itself sufficient reward for her difficult battle.
I get a new card or something? So this is boost all allies on a roll by 4. Let's see if I can upgrade anything. Yeah, I can do this. Start with armor. Good. Let's exit the camp. Go to the crossroads and let's save. Yeah, let me just complete the top one and then I think we'll be done for today. If there is anything on the top one, there are units, so I get new units. There's a puzzle here. Let's try the puzzle once or twice. If not, we can do it some other time. Mindful of the intensifying storm of melt, Meve halted the march at the roadside inn by the name of Stonehearth. Waiting for the turn in the weather, Meve bided her time by playing a round of Gwent with the innkeeper. It appeared the residents of Mahak are played by a set of rules different from what humans were accustomed to in the Lowlands. Troy the Stonehearth's resident hero Units whose armor is reduced to 0 are destroyed. Every turn, draw a card. Okay. Gain 1 on every turn on turn start, the total amount of mana crystals increases by 1. This kind of looks like Hearthstone. Oh, Stone Heart, okay. So, how much mana do I have? I have... Draw a pirate from your deck. Either damage the enemy hero by pirate field or force the pirate field master or the enemy to each other once. Okay.
I reckon right!
Gods are blowing fair winds the day.
I don't know what's happening. I think they're giving a like a nod to Hearthstone. I don't know. Seems. Oh, I can just play one card per turn. That makes sense. Okay, and we damage this guy. Whoa. What a blast balls. Order either damage an enemy with blast ball power or force blast ball and an enemy to damage it. Let's blast ball.
Your wish, my duty.
What the hell?
Natural, of course.
2 blast balls it is.
Yes, Dwan?
flashball.
Yes.
Okay. Let's attack the king again. More flashballs. Can I play 2 cards?
Some things cannot be forgiven.
No, I can't. What? This was a little confusing. They tried to emulate Hearthstone, like give a nod to Hearthstone, I guess. But it was a little confusing. Let's get the chest. Finally, let's talk to this guy.
Welcome to me, Hen. We've many folk today, but there's always room enough for more. Good to see you. Good to see. Good to. Welcome.
Okay, so we did the Hearthstone puzzle. Let's head back down, I guess. Cool. I think we'll stop it here today. Let's just see what the blizzard thing holds. Here it is. Go on and play 2 random trinkets. Okay, that's okay. I don't know. Looks good. But I think yeah, we'll stop here for today. For this episode at least. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. If you are watching, and if not, you should be watching. And like and subscribe if you like it, and comment if you want to change something or do something extra. But again, thanks for watching.